Why do people give their kids a name with the intention to call them by a nickname? Often it's a family name, and they want the significance but not the wordiness. Or they want to give the kid options. You name a kid Elizabeth, and then call her Liz cause that seems like the best fit for her as a kid. She can go to college and go I want to be called Betty now actually. Provides some small modicum control over their identity. My Biel did this apparently. His mom called him Michael. His dad called him Mikey. At some point, he looked at his mom and said Mom I'm Mikey not Michael, and that was that, he was Mikey. My parents gave me a nickname name and I got so fed up with being asked what my real name was throughout my childhood that when I changed my surname as an adult I changed my first name too to a possible long-form version of my original name. And now I always go by that. You just can't win, I guess. I also found it annoying as a child that my name didn't have a nickname as it technically already was one. When my wife and I had our kid, we actually purposely have her a longer name with a ton of potential nicknames, so that she can choose for herself what she's called. A name is more than just an identifier. It can be a connection to a past or present family member. A name can have special meaning. Also, it's nice to have options. Little Jeff might want to be referred to as Jeffrey when he gets older. Because children don't stay children forever. My son's name is Sebastian. As a little boy, was called him Bashi. I'm pretty sure he'd get bullied if he went by Bashi in high school. I wanted him to have options, so I gave him a proper name. But at home, we call him by his nickname if no one else is around. Sounds more professional on a resume and gives the kid the choice of if they don't want to be called Jeff they can be called their full name or a different nickname. Because when they were little, yelling 1 or 2 syllables is faster. The opposite applies when they are in real trouble, then the middle name and surname comes out. Edit. Thanks. Edit 2. That means please stop spamming my inbox. That's not how Reddit works. So my daughter knows when she's in trouble. Naming my kid a longer name gave them options. My son is Alexander, but we call him Alex. It sounds more professional as he grows up, and he can choose what suits him best later in life. Plus, there's family significance with the full name. I got by a nickname my parents always called me. It's a shorter version of my name. I asked my mom why and she said everyone needs a proper name. Everyone is talking about having a shorter version of their name, but in my wife's Mexican family, people have nicknames that are absolutely not related to their name. One for personal reasons and work if they want to, one for proper identification. Like how the hell is her cousin's name Esteban, but everyone calls him Chicho. Why be rigid? And often, girl children would be named Mimi or Winnie, and the boy is named Emerson Rochester Roman III. Give every child a name that does not diminish them before people even meet them. My parents gave me a name with the full intention of using a specific nickname. Mom's reasoning was that the nickname is cute for a kid, but as an adult, I might prefer a less cute name. So I have my business name and my normal name. Because we don't know what the child will prefer when they can decide for themselves. Giving them some options is a compromise to waiting until they name themselves. The kids are going to have full lives themselves and may prefer to have options, and if they don't care and like being just Jeff, they can keep using the nickname into adulthood with no issues either. Family significance. I was named after someone who died that was a family friend, but they always called me the shortened version. Maybe just so that there's a more formal version of their name if they want it. We named our kid the name we knew we'd use nickname, and the older generation often use the full name despite us explaining that's not his name and never has been. My grandma wanted to name my sister Tori. Mom gave her the okay to name her child. Mom didn't think that it was professional enough. So my mom named her Victoria with Tori as a nickname. And her and my sister both made it very clear she was not to be called Vicky. People are now being named the nicknames. I knew a Jenny and I asked her if her name was short for Jennifer and she said it was simply Jenny. I can't speak for everyone, but we chose a name that has a few nickname options both to honor family and so they can pick as they grow. Just a little extra say I guess.